Welcome everyone, this is the Air Goddess and welcome to your Samhain tarot reading. Welcome in. I hope everyone is enjoying themselves, enjoying the harvest, enjoying their family and friends during this wonderful time of the year. Hopefully it's getting cooler where you are. It's just now starting to do that here where I am. I'll be using the Elemental Tarot deck to get our reading, to find out what's going on as we continue to celebrate harvest time. And then to get the energy to tie it all in, I'll be using my Witching Hour tarot deck right here. The Oracle deck, sorry. But yeah, so hopefully you all are having a great time. You're feasting, you're enjoying the cool, crisp weather, the apples, the pumpkins, and all the good things that celebrate abundance as we go into a more quiet time of year, as we start reflecting and renewing ourselves for the next season, which will be winter, where we can hibernate and get some rest. But right now what we're doing is kind of looking back at what we've already achieved and done and enjoying the harvest of what we've done so far. So I hope you're having a great time and just reminiscing about the good times and, you know, maybe planning for the later times as we go into the last section of our year. So let us get started and see what we've got going on for this Samhain, or some of us like to call it All Hallows Eve or Halloween, however it is for you. But it's all the same because we are reflecting and releasing and having gratitude for our ups and downs. And like I said earlier, we're harvesting, we're reaping what we've sown so far. So hopefully you've reaped and sown some good things. I got my first card come out. Let's see here what we've got right here. We're going to move that there. Let's get two more cards, shall we? Looks like I got one that flipped on out, so I'm going to go ahead and put that there. And then the last card, I'm going to see what it has to say. Now this is part one. I'm going to be putting them together, so this might take some time so we can get clarified and get clear about what it is that we are reaping right now. So let us get our last card. And we've got our last card. Get that. Fill in my lap. All right. So the first card we've got is the Queen of Wands. So we've been classy, we've been sassy, we've been doing some boss things lately. We've been minding our business, as it were. As you can see, she's someone who's upright. She's a go-getter. She also, or he or they, also make sure that their team is getting what they're supposed to get as well. They're just not out there doing it for themselves. They're also making sure that their team is also doing it for themselves as well. This person right here, she wants to make sure everyone is getting what they need. But at the same time, you want to make sure that you're not stepping on her toes, because she will let you know. And it's not in a very nice way, of course, because she's classy. She's going to let you know, hey, let's not do that. But this is how we can do it. She'll show you better than she can tell you, right? But she wants to make sure that you win. Okay? This is just the energy. It could be a he, she, they. So it could be you. It could be someone around you with that energy. But just know that this person, they're becoming or have become someone who knows how to handle their business. And they handle it quite well. Okay, so that's that. Okay, let's turn over this next card. We've got the King of Cups. So this is a he, she, they as well. It's male. It's a male card, but it could be he, she, they. This is someone who knows how to handle their emotions, right? They've been through it. They know how to mentor other people, and so they can walk you through those emotions that you might be having. It could be you. It could be someone around you that's doing it, with these two energies right here. So far, it's like saying, okay, in order for you to be able to be the boss babe, or the boss of anything, you've got to be able to handle your emotions. You can't make decisions, and big decisions that could affect your team and affect your business. You can't make those types of decisions with emotions. You have to make them with a logical mind, right? So you have to use a little bit of both. You have to use a little bit of intuition. You have to use a little bit of logic, and you also have to use what you've experienced before. And if you have to, you can go seek that mentor out that's already been there. So you could be the mentor, of course, too, to someone who's trying to become this boss person, right? You could be working with somebody that's trying to become, an entrepreneur of sorts, okay? And they want to make sure that they're not just out there for themselves, but again, they're also out there for their team to make sure that they're leading correctly. So that's where this mentor comes in. They want to, you're making sure that whoever you're dealing with or who's dealing with you is leading correctly when they're making those big money deals or those big deals, or making sure that everything is where it's supposed to be, because, you don't want to lose a cool meal because you made an emotional decision, right? Okay, that's a big deal. So that's that person right there. This could be a he, she, they. It could be you. It could be someone else too, okay? Like I said earlier, okay? So we're reaping business acumen. We're reaping how to handle our business, whether it be for personal business, it could be entrepreneurial business, it could be just business in general, about how you go about your day dealing with other people, incorporating them into your life so you can move forward in some kind of project that you're doing. And so the next thing we've got is the Hermit card. This is a major arcana card right here. So some of us have gone within. This card is ruled by Virgo. This is someone who is going inward to make sure that they're doing everything correctly, that they're analyzing things on the correct way, that they're making sure that their energy is okay, that they're not being overly critical, because, sometimes Virgo, or that energy can be overly critical. It could be critical of themselves, other people, a situation, a place, a thing. So with the Hermit being upright, it's saying that this person, or you, or the other person that you could be dealing with, or someone that they are making sure that they are enlightened about the decisions that they're making, that they are making organized, well thought out decisions about whatever it is that they're doing. So this is the card that's really running the Queen of Wands and this King of Cups here. Now let's see what's at the bottom. Right now we've got the World card. And so as you can see, if you can do all these things, okay, if you can keep your head on straight and make really logical decisions and make sure that your team is also with you and they're winning with you, because in order for your business to be successful, your team has to be successful too. It just can't be you, right? So when you get all of that done and you're analyzing things correctly and you're doing the right things and you're making sure that you're not criticizing your team, you're not criticizing yourself, and but instead what you're doing is you're analyzing to make sure that everything is as close to where it has to be in order for it to be a success, then you get the World. And so the World is run by Saturn. This is also a major arcana card, because the World is like completing a task, completing a project, moving on to the next level, and getting those very important connections that are so important when you're in the world of business or just relationships in general, because nobody's on this planet by themselves. Okay, nobody's doing anything by themselves. You may start out doing it by yourself, but trust me, you're going to need somebody to help you in the bank. You're going to need somebody to help you move something. You're going to have somebody help you do something in order for you to be the success that you are wanting and hoping that you will become, which I'm sure that you will, because you've already got the tools there. So at the top of this deck, we've got the Nine of Cups. Okay, so again, looks like everything, we're reaping what we're sowing, and it's looking good for everyone, because the Nine of Cups at the top of this deck, the Nine of Cups says that your wishes are being fulfilled, that you are emotionally capable of having abundance, being the person that can who is satisfied with what they have right now. Because see, sometimes when we're doing a business or we're doing something with someone, we're thinking about the future and what could we have in the future, instead of thinking about the right now, because right now what we do right now. If you're happy with what you have right now, not to say that you should just not stop doing anything, but being happy with what you're doing right now will determine what kind of future you have. Because if you're worried about the future, you're not worried about right now. And right now is all we have. Right now is where we are right now. Like I'm sitting here right now. I can't worry about what 5 minutes away from here is, right? So I have to be okay with being right here, right now, and fulfilled in where I am in this space right now. And when you feel good about the space that you're in the now, then your future is going to be just as good or even better, because you're feeling good, you're looking good. And when you feel good and look good and feel okay, then that feeling will continue to emanate onward towards your future as you move forward. So this is a really good card here. So that's the information right there. But you know what? Let's go ahead and clarify this Queen of Wands here. Okay, so let us clarify this Queen of Wands to see what she's got going on, or he or they have got going on. Okay, let's see. Then we're going to clarify this King of Cups. See what they've got going on. And then we're going to clarify this Hermit. Okay, so it looks like that got the Four of Cups there. Okay, so with this Queen of Coins clarifying the Ace of Wands, the Queen of Wands, sorry, the Queen of Wands, this is someone who's managing. So this could be a manager or someone who's helping other people get themselves together. This person is the Virgo kind of card, or Sagittarius kind of card. Sorry, she's run by Sagittarius. She's more of a if you do it this way, you could get more out of it type of person. She might give you an idea. If you do it this way, you could get this out of it. Why don't you try this? Why don't you try that? This could be you. This could be someone around you with that energy. So with this Ace of this Queen and this other, see, it's two Queens here, right? So this is double Queen energy. This is someone who's stable. Okay, they really mean well. They want you to do well. Okay, so they're the kind of person that, again, they want their teams to do well. They want their team to be stable. Okay, with this King of Cups, this is the Four of Wands. This is celebration. So you could be celebrating the fact that you feel at peace, you feel at home, you feel secure, you feel stable, you feel protected where you are. At whatever that is for you, where you are for home, whatever home is for you. So you could be mentoring someone about feeling good about, again, like I said earlier, where they are now. Do they feel secure in what they're doing? Do they feel good about what they're doing? And more than likely, you're celebrating that fact because, it's a good feeling that you've done everything that the mentor said, or the person that you're dealing with, you're mentoring them and they're feeling good that they've done everything that you said to do. And now they feel really good about where it is that they are right now. Okay, so with this Hermit card, this last card, it's the Four of Cups. Now, the Four of Cups is missed opportunities, ho-humming around. What about this? What about that? And that can come through with the Virgo card because Virgo is always, self-analyzing, over-analyzing. So try not to over-analyze things and miss opportunities because you're over-analyzing, okay? So at the top again, we've got the Death card. So now it might be somebody not wanting to let something go. They don't want to start over, and it's okay. It's a fear of rebirth. It's a fear of the next level, but don't let fear stop you because there's a beginning, and the beginning is the end and the end is the beginning. Okay? You've got to let it go if you want to be successful. You've got to let the thing that was past go so you can move on to the next level. Remember, you got the world card. You can't get the world if you're scared to step through the door. At the top of the deck, we've got this Two of Cups. Two of Cups is a partnership that is well balanced. It is partnership. It could be a romantic partnership. It could be a friendship. It could be any type of partnership. Real truly balanced, then you should be able to sure that whatever you're doing is going to be successful. Want to see of the partnership of the project taken on. This all ties in together with reaping good partnerships. We're reaping good mentor other people. People may be watching us, no idea who are watching us. Put out the example of what it is to be someone of good character, someone who has a sound mind, or we might be looking for those things in other people that are around us, and we are getting to that point where we are being surrounded by those people. If that is something that you've been looking for or wanting to be around people who celebrate small things in life as well as the big things in life, they're happy with where they are now because they realize that when you're happy with where you have, that emanate to your future. You can't right now with the people around you who are like-minded and want the same thing for you that you want for yourself. You want that for them as well. Let us get some video here. Okay, let's go ahead and get our witching oracle to see what it has to say about what we've been ability, our team effort, the fact that we are wanting to be leaders for others, more getting ourselves out in the world with wanting to make sure that we can lead others to a better future, not just for ourselves. It only takes a few of us. If it takes one, if we all think we're that one, then we're going to be leading ourselves to a wonderful end result. And I got a card. Sorry. Okay, so we've got, look at here, what we just talked about being afraid to letting go and not being afraid of starting a new beginning. What do we have? The first card in this particular deck is called Beginning. What more can I say? Y'all find out. As you can see, she's got a halo around her head. She's looking forward with a to the future, as we all should. We all should be looking forward. Past is our past, and our past makes us who we are. All the good, all the bad, all the in-between stuff. You know, you take all that and you use that as a guide so you know where to go, when to go, who to go with, where not to go, who not to go with, and so forth and so on. So I'm going to get the oracle off my phone here. I'm going to go ahead and read that to you here. So let me go ahead and find that on here for you guys, okay? Like I said, I hope you're having a good Samhain and that you're enjoying what you're reaping and that you're around those who are equally aligned with you, okay? So it says, Beginning. Wolf moon, waxing moon, and maiden. The waxing wolf moon is the start of conceiving and new beginnings. It's time to put aside your lassitude and focus on beginning anew. Just as this maiden sits in the fetal position on this card with the nimbus of new ideas luminously encircling her mind. When you draw this card, consider the option that it is an excellent time to start any spiritual or soul-inspiring project that may have been weighing on your mind. Should you take that painting class or that singing lesson, get involved in your favorite nonprofit, or finally begin that project that speaks to your soul? What currently is dwelling in the back of your mind that needs to have a new beginning? Find it and focus on what you need to begin anew. Okay, so that sounds like something that we should be doing every so often, okay? So remember, if you are the Queen of Wands and you have the Queen of coins, these two are two queens, okay? This young lady right here is wanting to make sure her team is good, and this one young lady right here, if you have those aspects, it could be you with both of these aspects or someone around you. Not only do they want the team to do well, but they'll also encourage the team with new ideas and ways to make things happen instead of just being so bent on one way of doing something. She'll just say, well, why don't you do this? Why don't you try this? Why don't you try that? And when she does that, or when you do that, or when they do that, or when he does that, things start happening because you're not just going one way. Fire can go any which way. You got the wood to stoke the fire, right? Because we've got earth and fire here. So earth is stabilizing, and we've got the fire to keep it warm and going, right? We don't want the fire to get out of control, but we want it to keep going to keep everybody safe and warm, right? So then again, we've got this King of Cups, keeping our water, our emotions in check with that fire to feel stable. So it's almost inverted, okay? Almost, but not quite, because there's no water right here, but we got water right here. We've got our emotions in play, okay? But we still want to feel stable and secure where we are and feel good about right now, in which we do, okay? And then we've got this Hermit card along with this Four of Cups. We're over analyzing. Maybe we want things to be perfect. But you know what? There's no such thing as perfect. I'm sorry to burst your bubble there, baby. But there's no such thing as perfect. What we want to say instead is to refine ourselves, to always refine and refine and refine and get better at what we're doing. Always getting better at what we're doing. And when you do that, when you get your team to get better at what they're doing, then they will lose the fear. They will eventually overcome the fear of, oh man, maybe we got to start a part of our project over. Let's just do it, right? It'll become this way. It'll become something that they're okay to go with, right? But right now they may be feeling a little fear, and that's okay. I mean, maybe they're not used to that. But that's okay. They got a manager and they got a team leader that's going to push them through and let them see that it's not as bad as it is, because they want the people to be on the same even keel as them. Okay, they want that partnership there. They want that equilibrium there. They want that give and take. They don't want to just be the leader and everybody else just do as I say and not as I do. No, they want to make sure that their team is also putting in ideas and making decisions and doing the work. You understand what I'm saying? And then when you do that, you've got new beginnings always. You've always got something new and fresh to do, because there are always ideas on the table. And when you've got a team of people that always has ideas on the table, there's no end in sight to what you can create, because through that creativity and that back and forth, you get other connections that you can bring in to bring even more creativity and more abundance and more things that can help you, your team, your business, your connections just keep growing and growing. And when you do that, you have victory, you have success, you have abundance, you have vitality, you have all the things that make life worth living. Okay, so remember that as you celebrate this Samhain, this Halloween, this All Hallows Eve, this harvest time for all of us, remember that it's a time of connection. Whether the connection is on the physical side or whether the connection is on the spiritual side, the connections are what make us who we are. So seek out the positive connections in your life and transform those connections into something that you can make successful, creative, abundant, vital, and move forward in your ability to create. Because we are here always to create and transform to a higher, more giving, more loving, more spiritual, more compassionate version of ourselves. So I hope this reading resonated with all of you. I hope you have a great Samhain. I know I am. I'm going to take the pups out. We're going to have them in their costumes. They're going to look so cute. Okay. They're going to be so cute. We got one dressed up as a pumpkin and the other one's going to be riding around with, a guy on his back. It's going to be so cute. I hope we can send you some pictures. I'll try to share some pictures of that later on my YouTube channel or on my Instagram channel. You can find me at Air Goddess Network on Instagram. I'll put the links down there below, and on YouTube as well. So hope to see you soon. Have a great week, and I'll talk to you later. Take care, everyone.